Hey guys, this is Torna, and today we're going to be talking about Roswitha, Calandus, and Athena. All three of these are characters that have been released since the start of the game, and all three of them are characters that currently are unobtainable unless you played during their event. So unless you've actually unlocked Roswitha, you aren't able to currently unlock her. If you have a look here, she's going to show up as not being available in the Recs. Eventually, she's going to be. And we actually had a reveal today from Ratter about it. I'm not sure if it was revealed before that. I think it had been. But she was very clear about it today, which was great because I've been sending her memes about the fact that I'm slowly saving up for Ross with her. And by slowly, I mean currently I'm sitting at 353 requisitions and 60,000 Blackstone, as you can see. So Roswitha currently, what they said is basically the aim here is that after 3 months, they will get a, sorry, I'll start from the very start. What happens is when the character comes out, they'll introduce them with a 2-week long event. So that's essentially what we just had for Athena, where it's 2 weeks long with the Path of Eldari stuff. Now, I don't know how that's going to work for the legendaries, for example. I don't think Morgan Ra or whoever this ends up being is going to be it. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows it's Morgan Ra because of the fact that in the teaser picture, it had Morgan Ra's whole freaking thing going over it. Anyway, I don't know how they're going to release them. There was they hinted at a different release method, but the Farsi, for example, is going to be released probably later this month through a Path of Eldari kind of thing. So they'll have a 2-week event where they first come out. Then from there, they'll sell the so close offers. So that's where, for example, I had it with Athena, where I think it was about 10 of the Path of Eldari shard things that you get away from getting her up to the next star level. And these cost Blackstone. So cost you Blackstone to be able to take them up to the next star level, and then boom, done. From there, it's basically going to be exclusive for anyone who's unlocked them via the events for a little bit. The aim here is roughly 3 months-ish. So roughly 3 months-ish. So that's going to be not exactly. I don't know if that means that some of them may potentially be earlier, some of them may potentially be later. Either way, the aim currently was to be around 3 months-ish. Then feature them in a 48 hour-long quest event. So that's similar to when we had one very recently up here with Bellator, where they're not really character unlock events. You are able to unlock the character via them by buying the special pack that gives you gives you shards based on how many medallions you get. But I mean, they're not really there for that. They're there to give you a whole bunch of gear, a whole bunch of XP tomes and stuff, but you can get the shards from there. And then from there, the character will end up in the requisition pods. As I said, the aim here is roughly to be around the end of the time the quest event ends. So after that 48 hours. So you're looking at around 3 months turnaround here from characters coming into the game, their event finishing, and then 3 months from there for them to be exclusive until they end up getting added in. Now, there's a couple things here. So first of all, Roswitha. At the moment, her Trial of Faith, which was basically the first kind of Path of Eldari event, Trial of Faith for them, obviously, because they're not Eldari. That was on the 21st of August. So I suspect you could expect that around the 21st of November-ish. Late November, you'd be looking at Roswitha having her 48-hour event, and then getting added into the requisition pool from there. Then later on, you've got Calandus, a month later, roughly Calandus. So that would be looking at December. We'd be looking at Calandus coming into the Rex, and then finally Athena in January. So basically roughly every month currently there will be a character going to the Rex. That's roughly what I think it's going to be. I don't know obviously when the Farseer looks so tiny here. Look at how tiny the Farseer looks. Oh, there. Now it's fixed. I don't know roughly when that is going to be. I assume the event will be sometime this month for the Farseer, but we'll see. And then obviously that means that they'll end up coming out in February into the requisitions. Now, there's a couple things here. couple things here that I want to first of all say. The first one here is that I think people need more requisitions. I think that this event here, this daily mission, I think that should reward a requisition. While I think that obviously that's going to end up adding a whole lot of shards and stuff like that into the economy, I think that that's something that can keep people coming back to the game daily. I don't know, maybe we should start a hashtag or like something like Operation Requisition or something like that. So that way we can try and get some favor over from the guys over at Snowprint and just say, look, the game's amazing, but having this, I think, would be a huge boon to people kind of logging in, doing their dailies, getting a requisition. That way, every kind of like 10 days, that's like almost 2 weeks. There's a character getting added almost that often. You'd be able to get a 10 pull, which I think is pretty fair, especially when the 10 pulls are so weighted away from like something useful. We'll see there. I believe that we'll hopefully have some news about that. I believe it was on the Discord earlier on, Trenton was talking about 5 drops for requisitions potentially, or requisitions potentially scaling up with your level, which I think would be cool. He said, I'd rather have the requisition pool drop balanced more than reduce the price of them. So no 5 drops, which would be huge. Full character 10th pull shards minimum, which would be great. Like stuff like that would be huge. I think that them reworking the requisitions, I think that that's great, and I think that they should start giving out requisitions. I need those to people more often. The second thing that I wanted to ask you guys is, should I open these? Should I continue saving for Roswitha, or should we open now? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Currently, the aim was to aim towards Roswitha because of the fact that she's so insane in raids, and you know, she actually looks really cool and stuff like that. But do you guys think I should open them, or should I hold? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. That's it for today, guys. Have a great day. Goodbye.